who is on the mother breast. So for the first 1 and 2 months, basically we are giving the breast milk, and we are introducing outside food. We are making the gut of the baby habituated with the outside food. The term weaning should be avoided. The weaning means the replacement of mother breast with food, outside food, which is not advocated nowadays. Breast milk should be continued 2 years or beyond, if not more less. So always breastfeed should be continued. I mean, last din bolechi, because it will help in many ways. It will produce the nutrition. It will help during illness. So breastfeeding should be continued along with all other outside food at least for 2 years. So the consistency of complementary food is very important. So this is the consistency. The food should be such that when we till the spoon, it will not fall down. So porridge should be thick enough to stay easily on the spoon when we just tilt. So food must be thick in consistency, thick enough to stay on spoon without running off when the spoon is tilted. Why this consistency important? The more the solid food, more it will be energy dense. More the liquider, more the thinner, more energy lesser. In our country, we are suffering from chronic energy malnutrition. Our children are suffering from chronic energy malnutrition. Even gut of and the stomach of the babies are very small, but the nutritional need is more, per kg nutritional need is more than an adult population. So we have to think of, so we have to give them energy dense food. To make it energy dense, the consistency is the key. And we could not give them the hard food because they are very small babies. They cannot take the hard food, heterogeneous consistency food. So we have to make the homogeneous food, but the consistency should be thick enough so that it will not run off when we till the spoon. This point to be clear to the family members of the patient. And this is the food groups. The food groups are different in under 5 children. It is different. You have completed your nutritional part. There are different food groups for adult, but this food group is given by I/SAFE, which is different from the adult food group. And in the food group, first part is the grain, roots, tuber, legumes, and nuts. Grain, roots, tuber, legumes, and nuts. Part 2 is dairy products, 3 flesh food, meat, fish, poultry, 4 eggs, 5 vitamin A rich fruits and vegetables, all yellow fruits are food and fruits there, vitamin A rich and other fruits and vegetables. So chota grouper moddhe mathay rakhte hobe je previously we used to give them alu siddho bhat, dal siddho bhat, but see these grain, roots, tuber, legumes, nuts, they are from same group. So we are giving them same food. We have to make the food diversity by giving at least 4 groups in per meal. So we have to think of grain, roots, tuber, one group, dairy product is one group, and the eggs is a different group. So we must be egg minded. Those family who are not vegetarian or who are eggetarian, please ask them to add egg. Egg is a reference protein, is a first class protein, is a good cheap protein, is a protein with a shell given by the nature. So it is the best thing. It's the best protein we are provided with we are giving to the child. So always be egg minded whenever you possible or during your professional life. And it has been proved that egg is not related to the cholesterol raising in the body. We just thought previously that any food is not related to the high cholesterol level. So now the diet is not so much important. So the egg is very important, but the diet is important for obesity. Diet is important for high diabetes status that may lead to the cholesterol synthesis. So the vitamin A rich foods and vegetables and other fruits and vegetables comprises other group. Age appropriate feeding 2 times for breastfeeding 6 to 8 months. So first 2 months is the initial period, is the initiation period, is the habituation period. So for the age appropriate feeding means the feeding should be changed throughout the age depending upon the age. The child who is in the 6 months and child who is the 9 months, they have different need. Their need is different. So we have to acknowledge that. So for those who are breastfed, we have to provide only 2 times complementary food. And 3 times for breastfed children 9 to 23 months, only 3 times. And 4 times for non-breastfed children 6 to 23 months. This is the minimum frequency. You can increase the frequency depending upon the need of the child. You can increase the frequency depending upon the need of the child. So age appropriate feeding 2 times for breastfed infant, 3 times for breastfed children 9 to 23 months, and 4 times for non-breastfed children of 6 to 23 months. And this is the, what happened? I don't know, it's a, okay. I have to change this things has been changed. Okay. So if baby is not breastfed, give in addition 1 to 2 cups of milk per day and 1 to 2 extra meals per day. Okay. If তার সঙ্গে আমাদের কি দিতে হবে, if baby is not breastfed, in that case we have to give 1 to 2 cups of milk per day or 1 to 2 meals per day. So see the effect of breastfeeding. If you give the breastfeeding, you can avoid giving this milk. The amount of food included in this table are recommended when the energy, this table is very important table, but due to some problem, this background problem, I have to change it, and I will give you, whenever I post you, I will give you this change version. Please wait for 1 day. And the amount of food included in these tables are recommended when the energy density of the meals is 0.8 to 1 kilocalorie per gram. If the energy density of the meal is about 0.6 kilocalorie per gram, recommendation to increase the energy density of the meal or increase the amount of food per meal. This point to be kept in the mind. গ্রামের দিকে ছোট বাচ্চাদের সকালবেলায় চা মুড়ি খাইয়ে দেয়, সকালবেলায় ডাল ভাত ছাড়া কিচ্ছু জোটে না, সারা দিনে একটা মিলই পাচ্ছে। And in the ICDS center, it has been found that different study has been found that this is the only meal, this is the first meal they get in the ICDS center. So the energy density in our poor children is very, very low. So we have to make it all this recommendation is assuming the density is 0.8 to 1 kilocalorie per gram. Like a banana, ripe banana has 100 kilocalorie per 100 grams. So 1 gram e 1 kilocalorie আছে ধরে নিয়ে করছি। If the energy density is very low, we have to larger volume of food, which is not possible for a child to digest because they have small stomach. So we have to think about the energy density, but it does not mean we have to go and buy food from outside like biscuit, cakes. We have a hugely energy dense. So density means optimum density, 0.8 to 1 kilocalorie per gram. Cake and different confectionaries, they have energy density near 3 or 4 kilocalorie per gram. So we don't have to give them because we have to avoid obesity. And they are the only empty calorie. They do not have any vitamin minerals with them. So we have to provide this food, which is calorie density is 0.8 to 1 kilocalorie per gram. Other attributes of the complementary food is a rice consistency, soft, easy to digest, inexpensive, locally available, culturally acceptable, easily prepared at home. So right consistency is the first thing. It should be soft so that the child can engulf it. Easy to digest, so we cannot use the spice. Inexpensive, low cost, locally available, and culturally acceptable. We cannot advise a Bengali family to have bajra roti or oats for the child because they will not consume it. Easily prepared at home, and it should be home cooked. It should be home cooked and hygienically prepared. So the point is rice consistency, soft, easy to digest, inexpensive, locally available, culturally acceptable, and easily prepared at home. Making complementary food energy dense, this is a problem in our country. So this kind of recommendation is there. For the public health problem, this is not a problem in the urban or higher class people, urban high socioeconomic group. This is a problem of middle and lower socioeconomic group because they have lower energy density. Infant and young children have a small stomach size which can accommodate limited quantity at a time. Each meal must be made energy dense by number 1, adding sugar, jaggery, ghee, butter, oil. If ghee or butter is not possible, then in case we can use the cooking oil. Like in case of a Bengali family, we can add mustard oil, but mustard oil is very thick and very pungent in smell. So in that case, we can আমরা যেটাকে বলি ছক দেওয়া, যেটা হিন্দিতে বলে আমরা বলি আমরা ফোড়ন দিয়ে দিতে পারি। So to provide more calories from smaller volume, food must be thick in consistency, thick enough to stay on the spoon without running off when the spoon is tilted. So it is again repeated. Food can be enriched by making fermented porridge, use of germinated or sprouted food, and to acting as a grain before grinding. এটা এখানে আসছে না. So the thing is, what should we do? যেটা আমাদের which is practiced in South India, they make the food fermented. সারা রাত ধরে চাল ডাল ভিজিয়ে রেখে ইডলি ধোসা বানায়. So this is the fermented food, fermented porridge, or sprouted flour দিয়ে সেগুলোকে গ্রাইন্ড করে ড্রাই করে গ্রাইন্ড করে, it is a practice in not in West Bengal but in the other states, and it is that energy density increases because any thing which is germinated, any seed which is germinated, the energy content increases because there's a new life, so energy for the new life is there. And patient must identify the staple homemade food comprising of cereal mixture as they are fresh, clean and cheap, and make them calorie and nutrient rich with locally available products. Last day in the nutrition class, you have completed the nutrition. So the supplementary action of protein you have gone through, which is a very traditional method, and in which we get the first class protein by mixing the pulse and cereal pulse mixture. So this is practice, and it should be fresh, clean and cheap. Iron fortified food like iodine salt, vitamin A enriched food are to be encouraged. তাহলে এটা আমরা স্পেশালি ওই জন্য প্রত্যেকটা ক্লাসে জিজ্ঞেস করা হয়, name some vitamin A rich food, name some iron containing food, because we are suffering from iron deficiency, we are suffering from vitamin A deficiency, and which can be easily tackled only by the nutritional advices. The food should be balanced food, consistency of various as diverse as possible food groups and component in the different combination. So food diversity should be maintained. As the baby shows interest in the complementary feeds, the variety should be increased by adding new food in the staple food one by one. So the being slow is the key. আমরা কখন হারিতে থাকবো না, ওয়ান বাই ওয়ান আস্তে আস্তে আমরা সমস্ত ফুড গ্রুপ অ্যাড করব যখন বাচ্চা নিজে নিজে অ্যাক্টিভলি ফিডিং এ ইন্টারেস্ট নেবে. Easily available, cost effective, seasonally uncooked fruits, green and other dark colored vegetables, milk and milk product, pulse, legumes, animal food, oil, butter, sugar, jaggery must be added in the staple gradually. The cost effective, seasonal. So always think about the cost effective, locally availability and the culturally acceptable thing. So uncooked fruits, green leafy vegetables, dark colored vegetables, milk and milk product, pulses, legumes. So we have to add one by one depending upon the need of the child, interest of the child. Adequate total energy intake can also be ensured by addition of 1 or 2 nutritious snacks between the 3 main meal. Don't confuse these snacks with your snacks like chengara, cake, biscuits. It's not that snacks. Snacks are in addition to the meal to be added to replace meal. Should not replace the meal. Snacks খেয়ে নিলাম আর কিছু খেলাম না তা কিন্তু নয়. They should not be confused with the food such as sweet, chips or other processed food. এখানে snacks মানে half banana, okay, 1 piece of bread, half cup of milk. So adequate half egg. So adequate total energy intake can also be ensured by addition of 1 or 2 nutritious snacks. বাচ্চা যদি কম খায় তাহলে we have to give this extra food in forms of snacks between the 3 main meal, but not chips, sweet and other processed food. Snacks are in addition to the meal and should not replace meal. They should not be confused with the food such as sweet, chips and other processed food. Avoid junk and commercial food. Avoid giving ready-made processed food from market, like tin food or juices, cold drinks, chocolates, creams, chips, health drinks, bakery products, etc. Avoid giving drinks with low nutrient value such as tea, coffee and sugary drink. Avoid giving drinks with low nutrient value such as tea, coffee and sugary drink. Avoid junk and commercial food. This is very, very important. And this coffee, this is common in the rural area, in the urban slum, giving the tea and coffee to the child. And the sugar drinks, this when they are very happy, when they have money, they will buy the drinks, soft drinks to the child, which is then a wasteful expenditure. Consistency food should be appropriate to the developmental readiness of the child in munching and chewing and swallowing. Amra ekdom 6 to 8 months we can give the very soft homogeneous, but when the child is growing at 9 months we can make little bit heterogeneous. Otherwise they will not learn to chew, munch and chewing. Bachchara bhishon pure hoy. So we have to make them munch and chew. The avoid food avoid food which can cause choking hazard, introduce lumpy or granular foods, and most taste by 9 to 10 months. But you have to think about the foods which can cause choking hazard, like badam, chola, they can cause choking hazard. Introduce lumpy or granular foods and most taste by 9 to 10 months. 9 to 10 months এর মধ্যে বাচ্চা বেশ একটু বড়সড় হয়ে গেছে, and we have to add all the taste by 9 to 10 months. Missing this age may lead to feeding fussiness and later. So do not use mixture and grinders to make food semi-solid and pasty. This is a very key point. To make the food homogeneous, we should not use the mixer and grinder. Better to use the sieve. Chhatni diye cheke, hate chipe, khawanota is the best to make it semi-solid and pasty. Cleanliness and hygiene is another important thing. Hygienic practice is essential for food safety during all the involved steps, like preparation, storage, and feeding. Freshly cooked food should be consumed within 1 or 2 hours in hot climate unless refrigerated. Hand washing with soap and water at critical times, including before eating or preparing food and after using toilet. Hygienic practices are essential for food safety during all the involved steps, like preparation, storage, and feeding. Freshly cooked food should be consumed within 1 or 2 hours in hot climate unless refrigerated. Hand washing with soap and water at critical times, including before eating or preparing food or after using toilet. So these things can be spelled out. This is very important. Another important thing is feeding during sickness. So it is common practice in our countries. বাচ্চার পেট খারাপ হলো, বাচ্চার ডায়রিয়া হলো, তাকে কিছু না খাইয়ে রেখে দেওয়া হলো। বাচ্চার এআরআই হয়েছে, বাচ্চা ক্লান্ত, খেতে পাচ্ছে না, তাকে মা বলে ঠিক আছে ভালো হলে খাবে। So this is a very dangerous practice. Feeding during sickness is important for recovery and prevention under nutrition. Then infection, under nutrition, infection is a vicious cycle. So if we don't give the oral, don't resume the oral feed in during the infections or during the illness, then this vicious cycle will continue. So we have to break to eat home cooked food. বাচ্চা আলু ভাজা খেতে ভালো লাগে, আলু ভাজা দিতে হবে, but it should be home cooked. Total যতটা পরিমাণ একটা খাই, you have to break down this total amount in smaller frequency, like 7 to 8 times, and but you have to make the child eat slowly. After the illness during convalescent period, the nutrient intake of the child can be easily increased by increasing 1 or 2 meal in a daily diet for a period of about a month, by offering nutritious snacks between meals, by giving extra amount of each meal, and by continuing breastfeeding. Increase 1 or 2 meals in daily diet for a period of about a month, by offering nutritious snack between meals, by giving extra amount in each meal, and continuing breastfeeding. This is how we can increase the amount. So this is the thing. This মাকে এটা অ্যাডভাইস দিতে হয় যে বাচ্চা বা অসুখ থেকে উঠলে তাকে কনভালেসেন্ট পিরিয়ডে কি করে খাবার দিতে হবে, so that they can gain the lost nutrition by offering nutritional snacks, by giving extra amount, by 1 or 2 meals extra, increasing 1 or 2 meal in daily diet for a period of month, and continuing breastfeeding. So this is a night feeding এর জন্য দেওয়া হয়েছে। এবার infant feeding in the maternal illness. When infant feeding during maternal illness and a painful and infective breast condition like breast abscess, mastitis, psychiatric illness, which pose a danger to the child life, like postpartum psychosis, schizophrenia, may need a temporary cessation of breastfeeding, and treatment of primary condition should be done and breastfeeding started as soon as possible. This infant feeding in maternal illness is another part of a IUCN. So infant feeding in breastfeeding, complementary feeding, another is the infant feeding in maternal illnesses. So the chronic infections like tuberculosis, leprosis, and medical condition like hypothyroidism need treatment of the primary condition and don't warrant its continuation of the breastfeeding. তাহলে এটা আমাদের মাথায় রাখতে হবে যে লাইক ইনফেকশনস যেগুলো আমাদের বাচ্চার ক্ষতি করে লাইক পোস্টপার্টাম সাইকোসিস, সিজোফ্রেনিয়া, সেগুলোতে উই ক্যান see temporary cessation of the breastfeeding, primary condition improve করে গেলে we can relactating the baby. And breastfeeding is the contraindication when the mother is receiving certain drug. When is the breastfeeding is contraindicated? Like antineoplastic drugs, immunosuppressant, antithyroid, like thiuracil, amphetamine, and gold salt. Breastfeeding may be avoided when the mother is receiving following drugs like atropine, reserpine, psychotropic drugs. These are rare drugs nowadays, but antineoplastic, immunosuppressant are the common drugs. So when the mother is treated with these drugs, we can stop breastfeeding. Other drugs like antibiotic, anesthetic, anti-epileptic, antihistaminic, digoxin, diuretics, prednisolone, propranolol are considered safe for breastfeeding. Propranolol, prednisolone is a steroid, but in spite of is an immunosuppressant, you can continue breastfeeding. Disease in the baby. So the primary lactose intolerance is congenital and may require long-term lactose restriction, and it is very uncommon. Secondary lactose intolerance is usually transient and resolves after underlying GI infections and has remitted. Most of the cases of diarrhea do not require stoppage of breastfeeding. The most of the secondary lactose intolerance due to GI infection, which is very common in our population. We are suffering from repeated colonic infection, and that may lead to the secondary lactose intolerance. And which is in case of children, it remits after the infection remits. So the various inborn error of metabolism warrant restriction of specific offending agent and certain dietary modification, and galactose should be avoided. This is probably the only absolute contraindication to the breastfeeding. So the only absolute contraindication to breastfeeding is the galactosemia. This is probably the only absolute contraindication to breastfeeding. During emergencies, priority health and nutritional support should be arranged for pregnant and lactating mother. Donated or subsidized supply of breastfeeding. This is the breastfeeding or infant feeding during emergency. This is a huge problem. During emergency, there's so many donated food supplies are there. But during emergency, priority health and nutrition support should be arranged for pregnant and lactating mother. So আমাদের আগে দেখতে হবে যে মা আর pregnant and lactating মাকে আগে খাবার দিতে হবে. Donated or subsidized supplies of breast milk should be avoided. এটা নেপালে যখন অত বড় একটা আর্থকুয়েক হলো, Nepal government has restricted the donation of this infant milk formula. But never be included in the general ration distribution, must be distributed if at all only according to the well-defined strict criteria. When there's a no mother, when the mother died, when that orphan children, in that case you can only give the infant milk formula. Otherwise it should not be a general rule to supply infant milk formula. We have to give food for the pregnant and lactating mother. We have to help them to take to get the shelter so that they can feed their children. And because if you may give this infant milk formula, the preparation process is so unhygienic, it will produce diarrhea and ARI. It will produce infections, and that is become very dangerous in the epidemic or emergency condition. So the donation of bottles and kits should be refused and their use actively avoided. So this is a scenario throughout the world. They have become so generous during any earthquake or any natural disaster. They will donate you all these things generously. But these things are avoided. This is not a good thing, good gesture. This getting these things is not a good gesture. And these are the so this is a small class because I have made this class smaller with the aim that we can complete this whole IUCF. So key indicators for monitoring IUCF practice include early. So every program has an indicator. Because it's a public health program, we have to find out how this program is proceeding. What is our benefit? Like at the end of your class, we have our exams because this is an indicators. We have to know যে তোমরা কতটা পড়াশোনা করেছো আমরা কতটা পড়াতে পারলাম. So this examination is a examination. In examination we use some indicators. Here these indicators of any public health program is early initiation of breastfeeding within the first hour, exclusive breastfeeding among the children less than 6 months, and complementary feeding after 6 months together with continuous breastfeeding up to 2 years. So these are the indicators we use for IUCF practices. And these are the 10 steps of successful breastfeeding. And this is BFHI and the dated back 1992. These 10 steps has been given. And this is when there is a breastfeeding was becoming it's activism for breastfeeding, and every hospital has made breastfeeding friendly. So hospital friendly initiative. And it was 10 steps. Everybody, even in our college life, in our student life, we have to remember this. So have a written. So the 10 steps are: first one is have a written breastfeeding policy, which is routinely communicated to the all healthcare staff. Train all healthcare staff in skills necessary to implement this policy. Inform all pregnant women about the benefits and management of breastfeeding. Help mother initiate breastfeeding with 1 hour of birth. Show mother how to breastfeed and how to maintain lactation even if they are separated from their infants. Give infant no food or drink other than breast milk unless medically indicated. Practice rooming in. Now it is bedding in. Previously it was rooming in, now it is bedding in. Allow mother and infant to remain together 24 hours a day. It will produce the necessary stimulus for secretion of breastfeeding. Encourage breastfeeding on demand. Now it is Q feeding, and have no pacifier or artificial nipple to the breastfeeding infant. And foster the establishment of breastfeeding support groups and refers mother to them to discharge from the hospital or birth center. So now we will going to have breastfeeding consultant in every hospital. They will give them necessary advice. But as a medical professional, every student must be aware of this thing about the breastfeeding, and whenever it is possible, you have to advocate breastfeeding. It is your duty. It is a duty to the nation, to the whole generation. So coming generation. So breastfeeding and complementary feeding as per IUCF guideline. But the thing is, the table is missing, which is the heart of this today's class. I am making it visible as please wait. But the thing is, you have to send your vaccination status because we have to plan the practical classes. Where is the anybody has any thing to ask? Achha, how many students are present now? Shayan, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
How many students are there? It is seen in my computer. It is 116.
130.
Huh?
130.
130. Okay, send me the attendance. So why this is so less attendance? The 70 students, they will pass by themselves. Slick, this online class is very much important for you because all documents are recorded centrally. All documents, all classes, all your exams. So there's no scope of making them pass by the department. And we are not seeing you. Hopefully we can see you in the offline class. If we recognize each other, then it is possible that this student is a very good student, but due to some problem they are having problem during examination, so we can make them pass. But here we don't have any touch. Oh, we do not recognize. So this class attendance, all this will matter when we are sending our internal assessment marks and your exams. Item numbers. So please be attentive. You can have your online courses, so many courses are there, but without passing this this curriculum, you cannot enter anywhere. So please be attentive and please attend class. So this is for today. Anybody else, anything to ask about attendance, about your vaccination status? If anyone is there who are not vaccinated, everybody is vaccinated?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Anybody? Raj, you are not vaccinated?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You are not?
Yes, ma'am. I am not vaccinated.
So get vaccine as soon as possible.
ম্যাম আমি জমা করেছিলাম, ওই সাবমিট করেছি, বাট ডাকবে বলেছিল, এখনো ডাকিনি। আর আমার নামটা চেঞ্জ হয়ে গেছিল। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ম্যাম, নামটা চেঞ্জ হয়ে গেছিল, তো ওইটার জন্য দুবার গিয়ে ফেরত এসেছি, হয়নি।
আবার তাহলে চলে এসো, আজকালের মধ্যে, না তোমাকে ক্লাস করতে দেওয়া হবে না।
ম্যাম কোথায় করবো, কন্টাক্ট করবো ওখানে গিয়ে?
তুমি প্রিন্সিপাল অফিসে যাবে, প্রিন্সিপাল অফিসে গিয়ে বলবে আমাদের ডিপার্টমেন্ট থেকে বলেছে, আমাদের স্ট্যাটাস চেয়েছে, কিন্তু আমি আগের যে অ্যাপ্লিকেশন গুলো নিয়ে আসবে, ঠিক আছে? আর নইলে বাইরে থেকে একটা ডোজ নিয়ে নাও, যে কোনো টাকা দিয়ে নিয়ে নাও।
ওকে ম্যাম।
নইলে ক্লাস করতে দেবে না। আর কেউ আছো ভ্যাকসিন পাওনি?
Yes, ma'am.
অখিল পেয়েছো ভ্যাকসিন? অখিল আক্তার?
Yes, ma'am, পেয়েছি।
আচ্ছা, মৌসুমী মিশ্র? মৌসুমী, have you vaccinated? মৌসুমী, are you there?
1 আগস্ট থেকে শুরু হবে।
সুদীপ কুমার?
হ্যাঁ ম্যাডাম, ভ্যাকসিনেটেড। ম্যাম ক্লাস কি 1 আগস্ট থেকে শুরু হবে?
Okay, thank you for today. The next class will be on intervention study, and I have completed this IOSCF, and this table is very important, which is not visible today. I will give the PowerPoint tomorrow with making it visible. Okay, so don't worry. Please come to the department after getting the routine. We have to make the routine because it is a new thing. Again, huge change will be there, so it will take some time to make the routine. Okay, thank you.
Madam,